thank you so much for coming. Welcome to Friday Tri Fiesta. So we just happened to hit 500 members. I just saw it unintentionally. I looked and I was like, "What?" Because I don't look at numbers usually, and it was kind of a round
Me
number.
neither.
Like Donnie said it. Hi, Donnie. How are you? Good to see you. Yeah, my intention with the community, with this community, was and always is to grow very slow and intentionally and make it evolve in what it's supposed to evolve and not like be like, okay, it needs to be this way or that way, and see if whatever it's going for, if it's aligning or not. And I had a huge talk yesterday in Evergreen Foundations about alignment on your community and also your life with your community and your business all together. And I find it's really valuable. If you guys like, I can share a link to the talk. And then Mark, he's not here on the call yet, but he brought in really good questions that I didn't even touch on in the beginning. And towards the end, he asked about monetization, because this is usually what makes the community go real fast down, because people try to monetize way too early, and the intention behind it is what's important. uh, because energy translates, just like in music. Energy translates absolutely. A good example, if I play something, a party, and my energy is a little off and something's fucked up, people feel it on my dance floor, and I feel it from the people back. It's like a feedback loop, and it's horrible. So what I do is I fix myself first before I show up anywhere, including in the community. If I'm in some kind of a funk,
We lost you for a moment, I think.
Yeah. Welcome back. We lost you.
Yeah. Yeah, I refreshed the site. I don't know why I did that, but it kicked me out and now I'm back in. It's good to meet you all, Rebecca. Great that you here. But yeah. Jeez. Yeah. It's,
Yeah, it's most likely something on her end of things.
yeah.
I was on my phone, but it kicked me out a while ago, so I just come on my laptop.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Let's see. I will wish you lots of fun tonight with her. I may be in another call. I do have some yoga class now, but yeah, enjoy. Good to see you. I just joined the community yesterday and looking forward to see you around.
Of course. I wonder, did her computer die or what? Usually that's a lot of the case a lot of the time. We just wait it out, guys.
I'm not sure.
So Rose joining or she is busy?
She was on, but
So,
she either got off. I'm not sure.
yeah, she was on for a minute, but then her connection probably went out for whatever reason.
It could be.
We're in the same vicinity, and we have a big wind event today. So her internet may have been kicked off because of the wind. Mine's okay, but
I found mine when
Oh,
it's raining. It's like that. I can get on because my internet's by satellite.
dang,
So sometime when it's raining or not nice, I still get the internet, but it lags.
it could be
Just
work as well.
yeah.
They
just texted her.
yeah, they'll turn the power off if it gets really windy to avoid fires. But it's pretty windy here where I am, but I'm maybe an hour away from where she is. There she is.
Oh, I think she's getting back on.
Hi. So my internet went out or something. I don't know. The computer stopped
Called
working. The
it.
phone stopped working, and I kept coming back. And I finally turned off the Wi-Fi, so I was able to join back.
Well, we called it, so.
Crazy.
It's windy where you are, right, Ro? Is it windy
Mm,
today?
it's like regular.
Yeah, because they turn off our power when it gets really windy here
Huh.
to avoid
Yeah.
fires or whatever. So
I like
Yeah,
never had.
I'm used to the wind. Here where I live it's always windy. Like in the winter time, you won't get like a day without the wind.
Hmm.
Well,
Where do you live?
hopefully you have a better
I
power
live in
grid.
New Brunswick, Canada.
Where do you live?
Oh, wow.
In New Brunswick, Canada.
Canada.
Yeah.
Yeah, I recently found out how big Canada is actually.
I live in New Brunswick.
Yeah, I'm not very
And I
familiar.
found I found a couple of people on school that lives in Canada.
Right.
Not in my area, but like in Quebec, Ontario mostly.
Yeah, we have quite a few here members and in Gusifa that are from Canada. But I recently found out because so I went on a trip last weekend to Idaho and Washington for dropping off one of our art cars. And it was almost to the border with Canada. And I was speaking with Maren from this community. She has a very nice dog training community. And I was like, man, we can probably meet up. And then she showed me where she's at. And I'm like, oh my God, Canada is border actually, where she's at.
I think she told me she's in Ontario, right?
Well, I forgot.
I think
I
so
have to.
though. I'm not 100% sure.
Hmm.
Yeah, I've never been to Canada, and actually, I've been one time, only passing from through Canada with a flight as a connection somewhere on the East Coast. So, how much of what I
Hmm.
said earlier you guys heard, and where did I disappear? Because like I kept seeing the camera was on, but the screen went black, and then it says no internet now.
I think you were still talking about how you don't normally look at like numbers in regards to the community, and you were explaining some differences in like, I guess, community repertoire with Goosify versus this community. And she looks like she's gone again.
Yeah, I'm back. Well, it's trying to connect to the internet. I just turned off the Wi-Fi from the phone again. I don't know why it turned on. It's crazy, you guys. It's a Mercury retrograde, so we will have technological bullshit happening no matter what. But yeah, that was weird as fuck. I remember, yeah, well, about the monetization of the community, how some people are trying to monetize way
Yeah.
too early, and know that fucks up the whole community and the relationship. And that's something to be said about like you come in and you expect things to just happen, and that's not how community works. It works the opposite. You have to create good connections and have good friends circle around you for support systems to propel you and keep you going. You might get hurt sometimes. And yesterday I had a very long call with someone, which, it's great that he aligned. I know he wants to win the school games, and has an offer in mind, and it's all good and all, and he's a friend. But the offer was way off, and that's kind of proves like the point what I was saying earlier, to where you don't look at it as creating an offer of how much money you're gonna make or how you're gonna monetize it, uh, but instead, how can you bring value to people and make their life better? Because ultimately, that's alignment. And then also, you want to work with people that you like and you align with. Otherwise, it not be fun, and it would be like work versus play. And that's just so important. That recently I've let go of quite a few private clients with very high level. And you know why? Because I just don't like them as human beings. And it makes a huge difference who you work with. Like our team with Goosify, for example, we trust each other so much and we love each other and we are aligned with our goals and values. And that's why we're such a good team. And it's very important. If you are going to get an admin or a manager, which I learned the hard way, you really need to like these people and have them aligned with your values, and uh, spend time with them to see that whether you like them, whether you vibe together. And then, the offer comes from bringing value to people. What can you do to make them better, easier, accomplish their goals faster, have them being more intentional with their things. And then also, what Mark brought that up. That's why I was like, this is really good question, especially for new community builders, because like you come in and there's like the first month, you could be still on, and then just fall. The higher you go, the harder you can fall, especially if you don't have good support system of friends and other communities that are there to propel you and support you. And that's the reason why Vibe and Tribe started really slow, and that was the whole intention from the beginning, even before the name change. It was like grow slow and see what's up and whether you vibe with those people or not. Because in the beginning, honestly, I wasn't really vibing that much with whoever was coming in. And I know it might sound harsh, but your vibe attracts your tribe, and sooner or later, when you don't vibe with somebody, it just falls off, kind of like in a relationship. But the other thing that he brought that up about monetization, because on another call, somebody popped in the question about referrals, and I'm like, this is so good, because the way school is set up, you can have referral fees to people that don't even have a community, and they can make money off of your community from referring people. So the way that works is like, right now, the tribe is a free community, but it's a freemium. So like, I still need to work out tiers and things like that. But let's say if we have $100 tier, and then Dovihon, for example, brings Maria, somebody, into the tribe, then Dovihon will be getting $40 every month off of the tribe from school for referring Maria. And if the TR is $100, if it's more, it's more. But like right now, it's set up on 40%. And some people set it up on 50. I wouldn't do more than 50. 40 is very good, and that's why it's recommended by school. But there is more into it. So for free communities or freemium, that's free with tiers, you can have offers inside of the classroom, and some of them could be high ticket offers. I do in the classroom, and I will put more. So let's say the offer is for 10K, $10,000. So Dovihon, who brought Maria, is not only going to be getting $40 a month from Maria, and imagine how many Marias Dovihon can bring, right? And but also, if Maria purchases a package that's 10 grand in the classroom, then Dovihon is going to get 4 grand. Boom. With like one time, not monthly because the package is like a one time payment type of thing. But yeah, this is something seriously underutilized in school, and especially with new community builders that just try to sell on the people that get into their community that don't even know what value they would get, which was the case yesterday. And I'm like, oh my god, you need to start from square one. We talked a lot, and it's, the person I'm referring to is actually a get shit donor. So he will rework the offer and everything, but it's just the whole wiring of way of thinking. It's a process, like it has to have certain sequence for it to having longevity, because community is a long term game. And so this referrals things, it plays a really good role in any community really, and it benefits the people that refer to this community, and not so much the owner. It does the owner because the owner gets new clients, yes, but also it cuts off of the pay. So like, let's say my package that's 10 grand, Davian is gonna make 4 grand, and I'm gonna make 6 instead of 10 because he referred Maria. That's the example. But it's something to be said about that. It's so important to focus on what's aligned and work with the people you like, and then think about other things. It's just a sequence of events. It's like a natural progression. So
Right.
that's like in a nutshell the talk that we had in the interview with Brandon, and he's in our community as well. And I will see if I can fetch a video, because right now the video is just in their community, posted as like a regular post, and I believe they will be putting it on YouTube, and then I can snatch the link and share it with you guys, because I go deeper, of course, behind the whole process of like thinking of how these things are structured and aligned. Quiet. If anyone has anything to say about this or anything else.
Um,
Hi, Sam. I don't know when you got here because I'm on my phone now because the internet went out or something. I don't know, took a shit. So got on my phone and I only see 6 people and I have to scroll to see more.
Yeah, there's a bunch.
Are you saying that the referral should be only on, you should be able to pick when you give a referral or when you give a affiliate? Is that what you're trying to convey?
Oh, what do you mean? Like who you work with, alignment wise, or
No, like how you can utilize the affiliate link. Is it across the board or is it on a specific offer that you're offering?
yeah. So you have the ability to do in your classroom a one-time purchase, and and on every course or one-time purchase or whatever it is in your classroom, you have an option to make it like free or level or paid or one-time payment or whatever. So you pick that, and then you have an option to have referrals. So you can choose not to have referrals, and only, like, let's say in the example that I gave, if Davian is referring Maria to the community and she pays $100, then he will get the $40 a month. But if she gets any course and I don't have the affiliate turned on, then that's all he's gonna get, $40. But if I have the affiliates turned on those products that I have for sale or services or packages or whatever it is, then he will get the extra whatever 40% of that pricing. Does that make sense? No?
Yes, it does. I forgot you were on your phone. Yes, I was giving you a thumbs up on my screen.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like the screen is so small on the phone.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
totally makes sense. And so you're saying that when you're working with somebody and they're getting an affiliate, and then you decide that it's no longer aligned, they still get the affiliate regardless of if they're even in your community anymore. Like if you
Well,
ban somebody, do they
yeah.
still get the affiliate?
No, let's say Maria is banned from the community, then Dovihon stops getting the affiliate because
Okay.
they have to be in the community. And then the
Okay.
one-time purchasing, it's just one time. You get the money and go, you know. But the other one, yeah, for recurring revenue, you have to have them in the community, otherwise the affiliate stops. And also, Dovihon has to be in the community. So if he's not, then that it breaks.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, yeah, it's really helpful, and I think it's very unutilized by people because you know how we are all connected and we see each other in other communities, right? Well, imagine the following scenario: I have somebody that is a friend that goes to a bunch of doctors and they misdiagnose them or whatever, and you know they have a trouble with curing themselves. And then I know Sharon. Hi, Sharon. And I know Sharon. And then Sharon has a 10 grand, for example, uh, treatment plan or whatever it is that she has, but it's 10 grand. Just assuming, okay? She doesn't, maybe she does, but just for simplicity. So if she has, and I sent my friend to Sharon, and Sharon, that's the condition there. She has to have the affiliate turned on so I can get the 4 grand. Otherwise, I would just get the money from me sending them to her community, and if they're on a tier or if the community is paid, and that's monthly recurring. But her one-time payment of 10 grand, for example, is just gonna be there one time, and she has to have the affiliate on. And not all people do. You know, most people actually don't have that on. They're like, I share my revenue with some Joe Schmo, which in my case, like, I love synergetic relationships, and I have all the community itself is on 40% with the tiers and all, and then the all everything that is for sale in the classroom is also 40%. So that's not to say that, you know, I wouldn't do more, like 50, but because I'm not greedy, but at the same time, I don't need to prove people I'm not greedy. 40 is enough and it's pretty good. And the reason
Right.
I know that, because I learned the hard way to align myself with people who I work with, like hiring this manager when I first moved to LA. Oh my God, because in LA, and Donnie knows, in LA, people talk the talk and a lot of talk, and not
Yeah.
many do the doing. So unfortunately, I was fresh in LA 8 years ago and hired this manager that you know, didn't do shit, but I was paying him 40%. But I am very grateful because I learned a lot, including that I can do a lot of things myself, most of the things, and very well. So that was a lesson. You know, you either get what you want or you learn the lessons you need. And this 40%, I remember, was paying him because the regular pay for a manager or an agent is like 10 to 15%. It depends on whether it's going to be like what else is going to be included, like if there's like a merch or, you know, label work and stuff like that. Oh,
Uh-oh. Well, Johnny, I want
I
to
just
know.
like my internet is crazy. I never had this happen so much. Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
I thought we lost you. Are you still there? Oh, there
Uh,
you are.
uh, can you hear me? Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, crazy. Okay, good. Yeah, so like I learned that the 40% is a really good pay after that manager that, you know, I got 8 years. I I feel like I'm back.
You're like a disco ball.
Hi, I'm from a different planet. It's very windy here.
Goodness,
Yeah.
the
How are you?
internet just hates you today, doesn't it?
Yeah,
It is
and
Mercury
I was
retrograde.
making fun of people were saying, "Oh, Mercury retrograde," and I heard that like so many times before in the past, and I was like, okay, keep it in mind with technological challenges, and this time I was laughing until now that I heard it so many times. This time it was literally all over the place, and I didn't have any issues. So I'm like, that's so not like what's happening right now. And then this morning, it literally first my computer and then my phone, and it's like crazy.
So Donnie, who is the skeleton behind you? I keep seeing
Scully.
them poke their head out, and I'm like,
Yeah,
ooh.
his name is Scully. He just hangs out.
Nice.
He's been here for
Scully.
years. Can't get rid of
I
him.
love it.
Ro, just to
That's
interject
cool.
Um.
How?
Oh.
something, talking about your
Huh?
affiliate with the 40%, you have to be a pro member of school in order to be eligible to offer a 40% any commission, actually, any affiliate.
Yeah,
So as a hobby member, you
yeah,
don't have that cool ability, such as
yeah.
myself.
That's a really good point that you bring in, and you can always turn this on later when it's aligned and when you decide to, you decide to give that affiliate, and whoever referred whoever to your group, it's transferable. So these people would keep the affiliate, like they would start getting affiliate money whenever you switch to the
Interesting.
9.99. Whenever it makes sense.
Um. I'm looking at the comments on my recent video I posted to the community. Um. I can't seem to get away from that one line that you had put there. How you said, I love the free throw sprinkled and also, and this is the line I'm referring to, the unstructured chord progression. I was wondering if you could enlighten me a bit more about that, because I was listening back to it again, and like, I'm not denying that there's definitely an intentional lack of structure there, but I just wanted I just would like to see if you could point out exactly where it is so that I could
Is it my phone or I didn't hear?
huh?
I think we're having multiple issues.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hi.
We hear you.
It's not just one, multiple.
Anyone hear me?
Yep.
Yep.
Oh my god. It's crazy. You
Well,
can hear me?
as this is happening, my computer is totally freezing up too.
Oh
Gracious.
my god. Yeah, I'm moving in another room. How is it now?
Good.
Okay, so Dovian, I didn't hear anything of what you said. It was like a robotic interrupting sound. Could you repeat?
Seriously? Wow. Okay, so I was talking about the comment you left on my recent video that was once pinned.
Right.
And the line where you said that I had an unstructured chord progression. Now, I'm not denying such, but I wanted to see if you could enlighten me on exactly where.
I didn't hear that last part, but are you talking about where I talked about chord progressions and the trails that you did, the free trails? I remember the video. I love it. I just haven't gone through all the notifications because I'm super, super behind. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah,
Okay, cool. Yeah. So is that the comment you were talking about?
yeah. But specifically, when you said unstructured chord progression, I just want to know where they are.
Usually you would have 1, 4, 5, or certain expected chord progression, like it is in all songs. And then in your case, it was free flowing to like the whole piece was free flowing. Can you hear me okay? Because like I wasn't hearing you.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Like I literally can't hear shit.
We can hear you.
I see this. I'm gonna leave and come right back in.
Yeah.
Leave. Hi.
Welcome back.
Hello.
Hi.
We can hear you.
I heard you, Sharon. Yeah. I mean, I can't. It's from my side. It's a slow mo moving, and then the sound sounds like a prolonged robotic sound, like not good.
Yeah.
And yeah, I just don't know. That's It's pretty bad. But yeah, I wanted to address the chord progression I was referring to, and I will be going over absolutely all notifications and respond to everyone as per usual. So if you like ask me there, I will write it again. But I referred to your trails as free trails because like when you have a trail, there's a structured trail and there is a free trail. So free trail is when more prominent after the Romantic era. So think after Beethoven and then Chopin and so forth. Later composers will have the free trios, and we didn't have that because in classical era and then Baroque before, everything was very structured and rigidly, and these are the rules. That's how we need to do it. And then in the Romantic era, people started to be a little bit more sort of a laid back and artistically express themselves more. So that's where the free flowing trios came into place, to where like you start slow, you speed it up and slow back again, or the other way around, with increasing the volume and then decreasing the volume from your finger velocity on the keys. And that's for the trios, and I've noticed that you did that, and it's really cool. I love doing that. And they're not just decoration like regular trios, but they're becoming an integral part of the melody that way. And it's so much more impressive and interesting and beautiful to hear it, and also for you to play it. Interesting as well. For the chord progression, yeah. So like pop songs or whatever, people that are playing by ear and not reading sheet music, that play like just songs with lyrics with some chords in the left hand, for example. So there is a certain chord progression that's it could be different for the different songs, but there are guidelines, right? While in your case
Mm-hmm.
it was not structured in those guidelines, so it was like more unpredictable in a way, you know what I'm saying?
Mm. Yeah, that's very interesting. Can you hear me okay?
I hear you a little bit. You said that's very interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I find it interesting, and that's why when I do something on the fly or I compose and then have this idea for, in my pocket for like another time where I would play something of my songs that I composed and just expand on that idea. I love doing that. It's the unpredictability that makes people more excited listening to what you're playing and not really expecting where it would go, but it's more enticing for everyone to listen, and of course for me to play, because it's a synergetic exchange when you play for someone and this someone reacts certain way. It's different than just playing for recording and having it like all perfect or certain chord progression or whatever. But everything
Right.
has its own place. It depends what you're going to do with it. So it's good to have variety of different things. And when you have certain chord progression and then you want to play with other people, you're just like, and then you could have him improvise on top of that chord and have it all match together really well. If they do a chord that doesn't match that chord progression that you're in, then it will not sound like a one whole thing, but it would be more like two different completely different songs at the same time, versus like complementing each other. They will be distracting and competing. And the same thing you do when you do music production. You kind of want to keep it, if some people say keep it in the same key, but then again it could be changing keys, right? So the chord progression is consisted, let's say, of 3 or 4 chords, and then these 3 or 4 chords are usually consistent within,
And she's gone again.
kind of like the rule of the thumb of what you want to use for music production. These 3 or 4 chords and matching them. Oh my god.
It's like peekaboo.
I know.
Totally.
Internet edition.
I think she should switch her hair tie color so that every time it comes in, it's a different color. Then that
That'd
would
be
be
funny.
fun.
Yeah. That's hilarious.
How amazing is that? Everyone's still here, though. Hey, everyone. Wait, where's my video?
Hi, David.
Hi.
Hey, how's it
Hi.
going?
What's going on in your world, David?
Nothing much. I think we're in the same state, right?
You're in
Sharon?
Minnesota now?
Yeah, I've been in Minnesota, so yeah.
Where are you again? I forgot. We did this already, but I'm forgetting.
I'm in the Hennepin area.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
We should totally get together. I am too.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm in
Yeah.
Bloomington.
Okay, let's DM each other.
Cool. Yeah, that'd be awesome. And there is I'm a little behind in keeping up with it, but we have a school in real life Minnesota group that I really want to be helping out with a little bit more, so we can do
Yeah,
some
I
bigger gatherings
I
with
joined
people.
that.
Oh, you
I
did?
joined
Cool.
that. Yeah, I joined that.
I'm gonna make a note here to look at the calendar today, and I'm gonna put something on there. You know what I really want to do with everybody?
Hmm.
I want to go cold plunging in the lakes before it's not cold anymore.
I would love doing that.
Oh, I want to do that too.
Come
Yeah,
up
It's
here.
gonna be
me
so
Come up
fun,
here.
too.
and I want
Let's
to
go.
rent I have a friend and he's got traveling saunas, on a trailer, wood fire saunas.
Really?
So I'm going to find out how much I can rent one for, and then we'll just sign up enough people to cover it. So we'll have a sauna right there. So we can go plunge, hang out and visit in the sauna, go plunge, hang out and visit in the sauna.
The only thing I'm scared of when doing plunges, especially in lakes, is what if you go under the ice? Then you're
No, you
screwed.
won't. I mean, if you went under the ice, it was because you wanted to, like you did that. You don't like accidentally go under the ice.
You don't accidentally.
No,
I don't.
because you're able to stand. Like if I stood up in there, the water would probably come to chest height.
So it's
So it's
nothing.
just not a big deal. And there's a portable pool ladder that we put in. So you're climbing down and climbing out. It's not a big deal.
So you've done this a lot?
Not this year, but yeah, the last 2 years. Last year I pretty much went once a week all winter.
Oh wow, I would love
Yeah,
that.
I'm
Yeah, you're
cold
smart.
plunge girl.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing if you have anything inflammatory going on, like any pain or ache or anything, like that just can be gone. And then I think the biggest benefit that people don't associate with it is it works, it's like a exercise workout for a part of your brain that lets you not procrastinate, that lets you do hard things that you don't want to do, but you need to do. Like, for instance, tax prep, which is next on my list this
Oh
weekend.
God. Oh my God. Yes.
Wait,
But it's
so
when I was doing that cold plunging, I literally I had, my procrastination wasn't, oh, I'll do it tomorrow, whatever. It was like, all right, well, I'll take a bathroom break and I'll finish my lunch and then I'll do it. And then I would just do it. I had no extended put offs, it was really cool.
yeah, I totally agree. I never done the lake plunges, but I did do cold showers and cold baths or whatever. And they do awaken your mind like that.
Oh yeah.
And
I
you
do
do.
Yeah.
cold shower.
Who does do
Yeah.
cold showers? You do them?
Rebecca
I
does, yeah.
did them for
I
like
do.
2 years straight.
Oh,
You do too? Okay.
Yeah.
and it
Cool.
doesn't have to
I haven't
be
done them in
really
a while.
cold.
Oh,
58 to 68 is therapeutic.
I just turn mine to cold. I take my
Yeah,
hot shower and then I just switch it to the for like 35 seconds.
yeah.
Nice.
It's really good. It's really nice. Wow, everyone's into the
so
cold.
when you're doing the cold plunge, you go down and then you stay down for like how long do you stay down? No.
No, I mean, for me, when I do cold
Let's do
plunge
like that.
in the lake, like in the shower, I'll put my head in and out of the water. But in the lake, I will go all the way under. So I submerge fully, come back up, and I keep my hands under. And when you do that, when you come back up, you're popping back up, and it's like, and there's a real kind of little shock to the system there. You get your cortisol going pretty good. But you just immediately start in nose, out mouth, controlling the breath again. So you calm the system immediately back down. And then when you have your hands and your feet in the water and you're not, wearing neoprene booties or stuff like that, your body is really registering the cold, which we mostly do on the palms and the bottom of the feet. But when the head submerges, there's something called the dolphin effect. And so we actually acclimate to the water better and we have less shock when the head actually goes under for a moment. And so you get more of the benefits with less of the shock. So, I mean, if you're going to go in cold water, if you're going into an ice hole in the lake, you might as well get all the benefits there are. So I'm not going to keep my head out and wear a hat or mittens or whatever. I'm going to do the whole thing.
Because there's
But you
like a
don't stay
spa.
under.
There's like a spa over here, which it's pretty cheap. I think it's maybe like $40 you can go to it or something. And maybe for like I think it's like a day pass or something.
Yeah, that's
And
awesome.
and they have like all these different pools. They have hot and cold. So you can go in this teepee or you can go sit in this room that's just radiant heat, or they got this thing that's designed like Egyptian. So it's like, I mean, it's like gotta be 160 degrees in one of the rooms. But
Wow.
then in the bathrooms, they have these they got these pools. You know, like there's a men's bathroom and a women's bathroom, but in the men's bathroom there's like all these pools, and there's a pool that's like 60 degrees, and then there's one that's 50 degrees, and there's one I think that's 40 degrees.
Yeah.
And they're measured like temperature controlled pools, and you can just go
Cool.
in it, and it's like, you know, like maybe like a 5 foot by 5 foot. It's not huge, but it's enough that you can get your entire body in there and then come back
Yeah.
out, and then you can go over, you know, to like one of the other chairs and, you know, sit in that chair with, you know, different, they got a lot of different stuff. It's pretty
That sounds
extensive.
fun. We have
It's like
some of that here too. There's a couple of spas downtown, David, that do that. And I think one of them is True North. I forgot the names of the other ones. And then there's also like live events out here where they'll do that. It's
They
kind of
do it.
crazy.
They do have the plunges at Lifetime now as well, which
Oh,
was
cool.
some of the Lifetimes. Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah, but you don't have to have like 40 or 50-degree water. 60-degree water is literally just as therapeutic. So it's just having cool. And therapeutic cool doesn't have to be, frozen.
Yeah.
I mean, I like the lake. I really do. And I really like it when there's a sauna there and we can have that social time. It really draws out very health conscious, positive minded, self improvement type people. It's very fun. Meet the
And,
best people.
and I want to say that if you are in like a depressive state of some sort, if you go
Yep.
into even if you do cold showers, you will pop out of that state really quickly.
Yeah,
Uh,
I met a lot of people in there who actually learned about it from their therapist.
oh,
And they
really?
I
said,
just
go
can't put my
try
head
this
in the cold shower.
because it lowers depression. It
I
changes
hear
the.
you so good. Oh my god. Yay.
We hear you. Welcome
Woo!
back.
Oh,
Sam
I
was
hear
saying
everyone.
he thought you should like switch your hair tie color every time you disappear.
Just to trip you over. Oh, it's good to hear you. Oh my god, like Dovian was sounding like a robot on slow mo.
Yeah.
Oh my word.
Yeah, and then Sharon, where you were talking about the cold plunges, I heard a few words and I was like, yeah, me too. And then you just like went in and out, and my life disappeared and came back, and
Yeah.
it was just what a
We
crazy
heard you say me
experience.
too, though. We saw you before you disappeared.
Oh, I hear
I
Dovian
almost,
playing.
well, actually, I'm listening back to the video. I can't stop listening back to it. I actually almost said, hold on. I actually almost said if he could, like, that I wish that we could actually screen share on mobile for school because I was kind of wondering if you could bring up that actual clip so that everyone knew what I was talking about.
Yeah,
For
I'm
those who
going to.
haven't like seen it yet.
Yeah. Okay. Um, let me see. What am I sharing? Oh, that's is that this one? Am I sharing this one now? Okay. Yeah, I started going over. Well, no, that's somewhere in the community. Yeah, guys, I started going over these people one by one. I was just wondering whether should we accept them.
Mm.
Where are you? Oh, here you are. Yeah, because like they're high risk, so I didn't know. I went over quite a few
Yeah,
already.
Yeah.
I go in and out of being willing to check them out. So I mostly just see if the basic information matches, their profile with their email and what they're saying. But then I go to whatever group we have in common. And that's my big check. Have they commented at all? Are they really transparent in that they're commenting? Where are you in the process? Let's check in, DM me, all this kind of thing. Then that's a no. But if they haven't said anything, then I just kind of go with my gut. Am I excited to have them in and explore what they're going to offer or not?
You know what I check for? I check for how many comments or how many activities they've had,
Oh,
because
that's good. Oh, that's good, David. Thank
some
you.
scammers,
Yeah.
like the last 5 days, they had 500 all of a sudden engagements or communications, and yeah, I'm like, no.
I'd probably look like a scammer though, because sometimes I'm having 450, 475 in a day.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
kind of
But
insane.
you've probably had that for over a year or something. These people come in and they
Oh,
just
like
joined.
right off the bat.
Yeah,
Oh, I
yeah,
get it.
for the
Yeah.
last 5 days, and they had
Yeah.
so much engagement.
Oh, that's good, David. Thank you for that. That's helpful.
Yeah, this is actually how we caught some cheating going on in Gustify for the Blitz. There were quite a few fake accounts that were made by some of the contestants in the Blitz, so they can win, of
That's
course. And
gross.
no, but wait, there's it gets more. And then when I found those things, people, I
Mhm.
guess, like I don't know if it's their fake accounts, you could see in their profile that like it literally just joined Boostify and it's already having 4,000 activities.
Wow.
So that right there, that was one of the criteria that I was looking at, and also then I had to go through comments and see where that person or whatever was reacting to which one, so I can catch who was the one created it to begin with.
Oh, so tell me that again. So how did you catch them? So they were commenting on the creators one? The fake one was commenting on the creators one?
Right, and not just commenting, but also liking their stuff, so they can get more points.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hmm.
tricky.
Yeah, caught quite a few people, and only one came and told me ahead of time, hey, I'm gonna do this, is this against the rules? And I'm like, thank you for letting me know, but
Yeah.
you didn't tell me anything. I don't know nothing. And then he's like, all right, then that's a yes. And I'm like, no, it's not. And then I was just stunned that he did that. But then he came back to me and he's like, oh, there's more people doing that. And I started looking into like the top people, and like all
Mm,
of them were doing it. Oh my god.
gross.
I know. I
That
know.
makes so much sense because I've been on like live seminars where they've gamified it. And like usually I'm not active. I don't usually go for that. I just am there for the content anyhow. I don't want to be distracted. But every once in a while, I wanted to just see what it was like. So I really went for the gamification.
Mm.
But people had like, I was getting like whatever, 300 things in because you're learning too, right? But people were getting like 1,500. I'm like, how the blankety blank do you do that? But they
Yeah.
already knew how to do that, I guess.
Mm. Yeah. Well, in this case, like whoever is creating the account, they just create a fake account and then log in into that fake account and go like their own
Right.
posts and
What a
comments and
waste
comment
of
back.
life.
I know it's a big waste, but also like the competition is really tough. And I'm not
Yeah.
saying that I'm agreeing with that, but since everybody was doing it, it was like literally everybody was doing it.
What
That's
what
awful.
do
Whoever,
you what do you win? Why is everyone
uh,
so?
yeah, so it's different every time. One of the criterias that we were looking at is our leaderboards in Ghostify, but
Right.
the other criteria was growing your community on Discovery, which means like of your category to be like growing the community and making it more epic. And a lot of people have gotten the star from doing this process, and it's really with good intentions, right? But the competition is so severe sometimes, especially the last couple. Oh my god, just when I think it cannot get more intense, it gets more intense. Like every round, I'm saying. So we actually decided to space it out to where now we have it every other month, and in between we have anti-blitz where we focus on relationships and health. So what they win, yeah, so each one is different. The past few were trips to IRL events, with the team and like a mastermind.
Cool.
Yeah, so it was, it's a good award, yes, but also once people are in the competition, they're already in it for winning it.
Mm.
That
It's
makes
like
sense.
I can't allow them to win. I have to keep going, type of thing. And yeah, it was pretty intense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have Dovihon's post here. Did you wanted me to play it?
That would be awesome.
Okay,
It would
cool.
be an honor.
Yeah, I love it. Can you guys hear?
Thank you.
I love this. Very cool.
Yay!
Yeah,
Yeah, thank you so much for sharing. I always
of
love
course.
hearing your playing and your singing and you're tapping with your nails on the keyboard.
Oh, man. So, did anybody else or anything they noticed, any takeaways? Let's hear them.
I think that was beautiful. I think that was really good. I like the deep
David, you're
low.
on mute still.
No,
Am
he's
I?
not muted. I hear David.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you fine.
Yep, I hear you fine.
Yeah.
I really like the deeper, the lower notes with the higher ones. I thought it was very beautiful. It was
Mhm.
really good.
It's pretty. Does it have a name?
We heard between parts. That was awesome.
Wait, say that again, Donnie.
I heard your breath. You were breathing, and that added to it for me. That was awesome.
Yeah, I was wondering who was going to notice that too, because like I like to I like to put in like very subtle, like I like to breathe in like very subtle, unexpected places. Um, it's like I'm treating the arrangement as though I'm about to sing the exact line that I'm actually um, translating onto the keys. It's like it's kind of like a teaser method a little bit.
It's emotion.
Yeah,
Well done.
thanks. Sharon, any takeaways from you?
I thought it was really beautiful. I liked it. My brain couldn't predict where it was going, but it wasn't chaotic. It was really enjoyable.
Well, that's great to know, actually, because because like a lot of the times where I'm trying to like go for like I'm trying to arrange it in a way that's like at least either very peaceful or somewhat peaceful, even though inside my brain it's nothing but musical chaos. So I kind of like how you pointed that.
Yeah, I really liked it. I mean, my husband really enjoys jazz quite a bit, and I enjoy some jazz, but a
Hmm.
lot of the pieces that he really likes, for me, are too
Hmm.
chaotic in a way. It's
Mm,
it's disturbing and kind of overwhelming for my brain.
mhm.
Um, so I didn't have any of that with your piece, even though my brain couldn't predict it. It wasn't like a repetitive rhythm or anything like that. But I really enjoyed it, and I felt like it, when it's not predictable, it makes me focus more, and then
Mm.
I'm more fully in the present. And I feel like it unlocked certain areas of my head that were stuck in kind of a rat race of sorts.
Mm.
Yeah, I correlate with that so much about jazz. What you said, uh, yeah, like I could see it in two different ways. One is nice background music, and the other way is super fucking irritating. Too fast, and it's like and so over the place and a chaos. And then I could see myself in both, and I could kind of like step into that or in that mode. But then also when I listen to smooth jazz, that's different. Where it's
Right.
more like you can get into it more like, yeah, it's unpredictable, but it's not in an irritating type of way. Oh, we lost Sharon. Did we? Or it's
Oh
just me?
no.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
we did. What was your inspiration on this piece?
That's an excellent question, actually. So the night before um this one, well, it was Wednesday night that I had gotten home from church, and did everything that I needed to do. After that, you know went to the store to get some things for the house, and then I came back and I could not get to sleep like barely much at all. So like at around like maybe 1 a.m., 2 a.m. or something like that, I didn't want to disturb my family with it. So I just plugged my headphones into my keyboard, and I just got to work, and just did a little like session where I just came across this I just flowed my way into this set of notes and this set of structures, and this, I guess what Ro would call this romantic era of like just um this romantic era of a piece. And I'm just like, let me try that. So the beginning and end of the piece I came up with first. But when I went to record it, um, a lot of the things in the middle of it, like all of those were um, real time captures
Mm-hmm.
when I press record on my camera. So
I feel that.
Yeah, so this is pretty much an entirely freestyled piece. Like from the moment the camera was off to the improvisations I made when the camera was on.
Mm-hmm.
So like it's a very like I didn't know where it was going, to be honest. There was some notes that I accidentally hit that I managed to keep in there anyway.
Mm-hmm. Like I meant it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like I
I
didn't
know.
mean it that way, but now I do.
But
Kind of
yeah,
thing.
like why not? Since it's there already, you might just as well keep rolling with it. But I can tell you on 120 is when, like, you know what, how you said, like you had idea of the beginning and the ending, and then like the middle kind of went into in between them as you hit record. And 120 is when the change is like when you're a minute and 20 seconds in the piece, you can tell that that's when that switch happened to where like you're like I'm gonna like come up with something here. That was another
Yeah.
episode. Yeah.
That is a highly accurate
Well, I heard
analysis
it,
there.
and it's hard for me to tell whether I hear it in the music or I hear it in your energy, because energy translates. Because I'm like really sensitive to energies. I don't know if you guys saw that video that Vala shared earlier, and there's nothing wrong with you, but there's like the 5 different archetypes of students growing up, where like you think you're weird, but actually you have extra sensitivity to something, and apparently I have them all. But one of the things is like highly sensitive to energies. Like I would enter the room and I would know immediately the vibe of the room, like how people are feeling,
Right.
like how are they perceiving me and the world, and whether they're into their head like that. So in your case, I can't tell where I know that from, whether if it's for me listening to this beautiful piece or it's for me like reading your energy while I'm listening to it. Because even if I wasn't looking at you, although you can't almost see you because it's dark, like
Right.
I would hear that thing. But again, I don't know if it's a perception of like because of my perception of energies or because of like the piece is showing, you know.
Well, from what I could see just from looking at your screen in the corner as you were screen sharing it and as you were playing it and listening back to it, I kind of noticed where your focus was, and it's like you were trying to, like, I don't want to put words in your mouth or anything, but it looks like you were trying to channel a bit of both.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's very possible.
So do you channel energy or do you just sense energy?
It's all for me. It's both.
Dude, you
Like
also
you,
channel energy? I didn't know that. Okay, we got
yeah.
energy.
I'm a huge like. I'm literally my whole I guess lack of better word. My whole mantra basically is channel power, channel energy, because um I believe that parts of your body is like certain channels, and you never want to take from just one. You never want to take all from the core, because once you take it all from the core, um, the more exhausted you become, and the less you pretty much have left over for that span of the day. So I like channel my energy from different places. It's like Aang when he was teaching Katara the water whip on Avatar, and he says you have to shift your weight to the stances. And not only do I apply this to like when I'm playing like the keyboard or any piano of any kind, but I also apply that to singing as well, because singing is a full body sport, 90% mental, 10% talent. So, and a teensy little good portion of that is energy too. So,
I think a big
channeling is, yeah.
sorry, I think a big portion of singing is energy. Like the
Mm-hmm.
energy you put out is it's either the audience feel that, if they
Mm-hmm.
feel that energy, or they don't. And I think that's the difference between good singers and like singers that we just watch and we're like, eh. It's
Yeah.
it's the energy that they actually pass on through their music. And you know when you get those tingles on your or goosebumps on your hands,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
that's when, first of all, the singer is feeling that. And I
Mm-hmm.
feel like when you are a singer and you tap into that download, when you tap into that, I don't know what to call it, into that space where everything aligns and you're just one with the music, and
Right.
you get those goosebumps, and that's when, on a vibrational level, the audience starts to feel it as well, and they're like, "Oh, that was good. I
Yeah.
felt
Right.
that." The
Yeah.
reason they felt that is because
You
the
felt it.
singer is attuned to that vibrational energy, which he is now passing through his vocal cords, through his voice, and now that vibration is hitting them, and they're feeling it, and they're like,
Mm.
"Ah." What do you think about
Totally
that?
agree with that.
Right.
And that relates to really any instrument, that
Right.
there's a difference between like a piano player and a piano player, or a guitar player and a guitar player. When the thing you're saying, yeah, I felt that as a listener, that's because the musician, the artist, just came very aligned with the divine flow and became the instrument, the conduit of that divine flow. And then it's felt. And yes, both have goosebumps.
Yeah.
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 Right. And to springboard off of your point, David, a lot of the time it's because they're channeling that energy, but they're channeling it right. Because you can have a performance, whether it's a piano recital or even just a solo performance in like a choir or something, or just singing any song at any like karaoke event. Or in Rose's case, it could even be with DJing and things like that. A lot of the problem with even with the industry today is that they rely so much on energy and like power, speaking vocally here, that they overexert themselves, pulling more from the core rather than other parts, other sides of it. Um, which is why I'm always saying channel it from different places, shift your weight through your stance, shift it. Um, and
Yeah.
a lot of the times, like you'll notice, like how I may tap a key and then I'll um, pull away at a certain speed or at a certain with a certain intensity, and then there are times where I won't pull away at all, or like you notice, or like you pointed out, there's moments where I'll take a breath. I'm channeling every aspect rather than just playing the keys, because like she said, there's a difference between a piano player and a pianist. There's a difference between a vocalist and a singer. So a lot of that just ties back in to the points that we're already making. We're basically saying the same thing multiple ways, but the direction my brain takes it is overly decisive, where I have to take you all the way around before I get you into the central point. That's kind of how channeling works too for me.
Yeah, I think
Go
this
ahead,
will
Ro.
make a great discussion in the tribe with the post. And if you try to put it into words, like what you're describing into words without the talking, like in a video or whatever, but like with words, to where
Right.
each individual can chip in with their own perspective and point of view. Because like you said, we're pretty much saying the same thing with different words, and understandings. Yeah.
Yeah, love that. One other thing is like with Suno coming in, I don't know if you guys played around with the different music you can create. Some of that music is so beautiful, and it's like, how is this even done? I don't know. Rosa, have you played around with Suno at all?
I have not, but a lot of our tribers, and we had quite a few discussions on music with AI, and we even had some people that are hardcore against it, converted into frequent users. Hello. So some of this music is so fucking amazing with AI. It's insane. It's insane in the membrane. And I want to add in something that I heard Donnie say in the very first time I met Donnie, and it really stuck with me because it's so true. It's, don't be afraid of AI, but be afraid of the seasoned musician that's going to know how to use it.
Right.
Yeah.
Because behind everything that's done, behind everything that you do, there's a mind behind it. And
it's a tool.
my mother, right.
Kind of like a hammer. You can use a hammer to smash somebody's head for self-defense,
Or you can use it to nail it into a wall or pull a nail from a wall. Right.
Or you can nail a nice piece of art on the wall and, use it for
Yep.
good. So it's like, if you think of it as a tool, then some amazing stuff came out of just Suno. I mean, there's a lot of different AI ones, but what I have heard, and some of our tribers are pretty advanced with it. I have not yet done absolutely anything with AI except making flyers with Gemini for our events, because like things like Santa DJing or playing the piano, I don't want to hire somebody and make a picture with him dressed as a Santa, and when I can make it with AI. So like I've done that, but not music yet, and I will be doing it at some point. It's just like there's so many hours in the day, and I constantly prioritize what needs to be done first.
Yeah.
Right.
That's a little on the back burner.
My mother actually does it. She doesn't use Suno, but she uses like other AI music related apps. But and a lot of the songs that she creates, I've been able to listen to them, and it just goes back to what I was saying about how there's a mind behind everything. Like, it's not so much that she's trying to be a musician or like make music per se. I think more so she's trying to learn the skill behind the utilization of the AI, and doing it in a way that's honest and that uses uses the musical skill, but doesn't take away from the fact that it is indeed AI, and the importance of keeping that acknowledgement is why it makes it bearable to listen to. Now, am I saying I would use it myself? Probably not, but
Look, who's
I
that?
can
Is
at
that
least,
your mom?
yeah. Huh?
Hi, Sophie. Hello. That's your
Hi,
first time here.
Rosita.
How are
Oh,
you?
hey, how's
Hey.
it going?
Good. How are you?
That's my.
Hi,
It's
Sophie.
great. Hi, it's the first time I like go on live. It's amazing.
Also,
Well, welcome among us. You're amongst family here.
yeah. I like your sweater. What does it say?
Hello.
Does it say iconic or unicorns? Your sweater.
Oh,
Iconic.
it says iconic.
Iconic. Cool. Is that Paris Hilton's brand?
What? Sorry?
Is that Paris Hilton's brand? Iconic.
Oh, I don't know. I don't
Is
know.
it?
It's just I don't know. I found it in a charity shop, you know.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
That's
that's
cool.
that's
Good find.
cool.
Yeah, Dovihon, were you talking about your mom? I didn't catch that because she's this and that, but like, was it that your mom? Dovihon.
Um, yeah. I was saying that my mother uses the AI
Ah, it
apps
was your mom.
to like.
Yeah, I had this meeting yesterday with Honey from the tribe here, and she shared with me, and she doesn't want to share it publicly because it's very personal thing that she
Mhm.
created, but it's this song with she created with AI all the music, and then she wrote the lyrics for it herself, and then had the AI sing it, and with the lyrics she wrote and the music, and then she overdubbed that with her vocals because I recognized it. I was like, heard that your vocals? I recognize your voice. Don't tell me that's the AI. And you overdubbed it. And she's like, oh yeah, I did it with a different software. So it was so beautiful. I cried, first of all. Very heartwarming because it was just so very personal for her son. And just amazing, when it comes to like quality with somebody that barely has musical background, so that's what I'm saying, where it comes in as a tool for somebody to create
Right.
this masterpiece. It's insanely good, and I don't know her son or anything. It's just the emotions that came out of that. Wow, what an incredible piece. And then on the top of that, I heard her vocals, like literally that was her voice and I knew it. So that's just so
Mhm.
much more powerful. And then yeah, you see, that's a good example of where it's a tool to bring somebody a piece of art, a masterpiece,
Right.
really. It's so beautiful, but like unfortunately she can't share it with like everyone because it's super personal. It's for her son, and I
Of
just
course.
happened to be the only one on the live in her call, and she's like, I will share it with you, but I don't want to share it with anyone else. So I was flattered for that, but at the same time got me thinking, wow, this is incredible what I just heard. And again, it's really just Sunu and another piece of software where I don't remember the name, where she overdubbed the actual track, and then with her vocals, and I could hear that. And then she took the audio with both of them combined, and then she made a video with like pictures of him growing up because he's like a grown man now. So it was just so beautifully put together. Just phenomenal piece of art. Yeah. A
Yep.
perfect example.
Yeah.
Oh, hi. There you are again.
Yeah, sorry, I was on the phone and the phone didn't have any battery left, and the
Ah,
sound was really bad, so I just put on the computer. It's so much better.
yeah.
Smart move.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had quite a bit of a trouble earlier because my internet went out, then my phone's internet went out, and then I came back like a bunch of times. And then we're back on, but then I have to leave in a little bit here. Where are you from?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm in the UK right now, but I'm French originally.
You have such a beautiful accent.
Yeah, thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
It's sometimes
Yeah.
a bit French, it's sometimes a bit Scandinavian. I don't know, people get confused, but
Mm.
and where are you
I
from?
think that's pretty neat.
Yeah, me too. I was born in Bulgaria and grew up in Russia, and then moved to France, and then moved to the States. And I also
Oh,
pick up
nice.
on accents a lot, so it's my accent is a mixture. Sometimes
Yeah.
it sounds more French, sometimes it sounds more Eastern European, sometimes it's more American. Like if you listen to my dad,
Yeah.
he would say, "You have an American accent," and I'm like, "I do
And
not."
yeah.
I do.
I totally get it because if I'm gonna start talking with you, I'm gonna start getting like the same accents than you as well. It's
Yeah,
like mirroring, you know.
Right.
But
yeah,
Bulgaria, it's like I'd love to go and visit that place. Like, be really nice to go.
yeah. It's good for visiting, for parties, for tourists as well, because it's got the seaside and it's got really good skiing resorts with big mountains.
Nice.
So it's nice,
Yeah.
Oh,
and the
look, we're
parties
having.
are next level. Hi, how cute you are.
This is
Hi.
Parker. Hi,
Hey,
Parker. Hello,
Parker,
everyone.
Parker,
Parker, yeah.
Parker. Like that is that like the movie Parker?
Like the
Uh,
Spider-Man. Is that it? I don't know.
no, I was thinking about a different movie. Mm.
Oh.
With a tiger.
Oh,
Uh, do you know what I'm talking about? Life of Pi. And had the tiger was called Parker something. Richard Parker. I knew that because I had a cat that I
okay.
named after that. Richard Parker was the tiger. Where he had the tiger on the boat, but was it really always there, or was it his imagination? So it's a very mental movie, very good one, but then makes you think which part was real, kind of like Fight Club, if you've seen that.
But where are you now? Are you in the US?
Yeah, based in LA. But
Oh, cool.
what I wanted to mention about the countries before, like when I talk in Bulgarian with my dad, um, because if you don't speak the language, you kind of forget it. And when I talk in Bulgarian with my dad, he's like, um, "You're you sound like an American," and I don't see if I find an accent or not. Like I don't notice it, but I don't know. He says that, and then a few times when I would try to buy something when I'm in Bulgaria, people would think I'm a tourist, that I sound like an American, so they would charge me more money for things. So maybe my dad is right. I'm not sure. But
Yeah,
I was,
it's like when we're used to travel everywhere, then we just feel like we don't really belong anywhere either. It's just like we're like big citizen of the world or something, and it's just kind of it can be a strange feeling.
mhm. Yeah, and I also noticed that, like, if I'm in a different state, I will pick up on the different accent. Like, if I'm in Texas, I would pick up on Texas accent.
Yeah, I
And
lived in Texas many years ago.
yeah, how do you like it?
Yeah, I was living in a town called Round Rock in Texas, near Austin. Yeah. Yeah,
I
that
don't
was a
know
long
that
time
one.
ago.
Yeah, I don't know that one. We have quite a few people here from Texas. I know Sam is, and then we have a couple more in different states. Lisa, she is from Houston, and then I think
Hey.
Sam is also from Houston. I'm not
No,
sure.
Dallas. I'm more like Dallas.
No, no, I was talking about like
Mm.
Lisa and Sam. I
Oh
wasn't
yeah.
sure where you're in
Oh yeah,
Texas.
yeah. No, Lisa's definitely in Houston.
Okay.
I've been to Round Rock a couple times, but I
Yeah,
live in more like
I've been to
Dallas.
Six Flags.
Yeah,
Does that
Six
still
Flags in Arlington. Yeah, it's a great
Yeah,
place.
does that still exist? It still
Oh
exists?
yeah, yeah, and the water
Cool.
park across the street. Yeah, you get a
Yeah, I
year
remember
pass.
doing the big roller coaster, like the giant Texas. Yeah,
I never
amazing.
I
Yeah.
never could get the courage to go on the roller coaster, but but it's they have a lot of good stuff there, and you can walk around. Like
Yeah.
people that live here, like locally, they would buy a pass for like a year, and they just go and they walk around. They don't even get on the rides.
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
just
they
walk
do that
around.
here in the UK as well. They've got Legoland, you know, and you can just buy like a
What?
annual pass and just go to Legoland. But yeah.
That's so
Yeah,
cool.
no, it's
Hey,
nice.
fellow AFOL here.
Hello. There's someone talking, but I don't. Oh, is it you?
Oh, it was
Yeah, it
me.
was me.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, I have to go. I would let you stay on the live and chat if you want, but I have to leave. And good to see you, everyone. Thank you for coming.
Okay. Well,
Mwah.
thank you.
Yeah, cool.
It was
Yeah,
See ya.
lovely to see you, Rosita. Yeah.
you too. Thank you so much. And have
Yeah.
a good one. You can stay and keep chatting. I'll just have
Okay.
to, yeah, I'll see you later.
All right. See ya.
Bye.
Cool. See you
Hi,
around.
Ro.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're in Texas. That's great.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
actually a state
nice.
above. I'm in Oklahoma.
All right.
Yep. So you're
Yeah.
in the UK at the moment?
Yeah, we're like we're in Essex. We're just in a farm right now. Just
Wow.
yeah.
Wow, that's cool. And a farm. I haven't
Yeah,
been to
we're
UK
looking
too
after
much.
pets and chickens, and we got 2 dogs and a cat, and yeah, we're just looking after them, and we're just moving around for now. We've been back in the UK, so I left France about 2 years ago. So
Wow.
nearly 2 years ago now, yeah. Yeah, big story. Oh my God. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, how's the weather over there? Like, we've had a lot of rain this year. We've got like so much rain. Did
Yeah,
you guys
flash.
had snow? You guys had snow in Texas this year.
Yep. Yep. For like a week. Yeah, and then it went away. And yeah, it was then there was like a flash flood yesterday or something or a couple days ago.
Really? Well, where
Yeah.
you are
Yeah.
in Dallas?
Yeah, yeah. Well, I live a little outside of Dallas. I live in the country at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit more remote, but it's I'm gonna move back to Dallas. So I just haven't gone back yet. But yeah, I don't know. I think I like Dallas. Like I have some friends and some family. So my parents are nearby.
Okay. Well, that's
So
good.
I kind of moved to
Yeah.
Dallas because I had a job, and then the job was in South Lake. So I kind of moved near to that job, and then eventually my parents moved, over here. So then we just, I don't know, we don't live that far apart.
That's
So it's just
great.
kind of, yeah. But I'd like to, I don't know, this year possibly. I'm thinking I'm gonna travel like around the world and get out of the U.S.
That's a good plan.
Yeah, not
I
so
think a
much.
lot of people have been like sort of, flowing with the energy and going around places. I'm talking every day with a friend as well, and this year is kind of moving a lot. And as for me, it's been like I'm with my son, he's 14, and we've come back to the UK and we've been on the road for like 20 months
Hmm.
basically, looking after
Wow.
homes and pets, and we don't have a home anymore. But hopefully we're gonna have a home again, like sometime in the spring or summer, hopefully. But it's been
Yeah.
amazing with all the political event and everything that's going on. It's actually been amazing to be kind of remote and move around, because that's also been building up like our inner balance,
Right.
considering all these like all kind of crazy events going on. And so it's been very interesting, and we visited so many different places in the south of England. It's been really good. So
Wow.
yeah, like, where do you plan to go?
Uh, well, I don't have a list yet. I'm kind of waiting for, yeah, I don't know, the world events to calm down a little bit, so
Yeah.
it's not so crazy,
Yeah.
because there's just so much going on. So I don't know, maybe like closer to the summer or something. But I had thought about going to the UK and also going to I don't know. I think I wanted to go to Dubai because I've never
Yeah.
been, and it just there's a lot of really good stuff that's happening there. So they have like this free trade area where you can do a bunch of stuff. But I'm more invested into like sound frequency kind of stuff.
Oh yeah, all right. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm into that as well. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
Is that
like
Yeah.
sound healing and stuff. And so my goal was really to go around the world and connect with people in person that were doing like sound and frequency and healing type of stuff, and
that's
just kind
great.
of yeah.
I'm actually interested connecting with people who are doing that sort of thing, because I've like I think it's about 6 years ago I wrote about. I'm a hypnotherapist. I do transpersonal hypnotherapy,
Oh,
and
okay.
I created like 13 guided meditation, It's just called Reconnection. And I've recorded one in French, which is the last one. It's about universal water, reconnecting to the universal water. And I haven't had a chance to really work around recording any music for it or anything like that, but it's something I'm really interested in doing, so I can actually put it like on school as well.
Sure. Well, what
Yeah.
like how long was the meditation that you did?
The what the Well, each of them usually lasts about 40-45 minutes.
Okay.
Um, and so I have the last one, but I'm gonna have to re-record it because I want to do it in English. And all the other ones, it's just like the music could be. I found like a bank where I could, get like a music bank where I could get some music for free, and
I'll
so
write it for you
I,
for free.
huh?
I'll give it to you. I'll give you some music.
Yeah.
You could just have it. I have
Yeah, and
plenty of
I mean,
music.
there's like 13 guided meditation. The first one is reconnecting with your body, then it's reconnecting to the inner child, then it's like the inner family, the spiritual guide, the animal totem, and then we go into like, different things like connecting back to the codes of Atlantis and Lemuria, and dragons as well, and ley lines and things like that. I could tell you more about it, obviously, but yeah,
Well,
it's
where do you have like one that that you have that I could listen to it?
well, that's the thing. Yeah, there's one that I have. Yeah, it's in French, but
That's fine.
yeah,
It doesn't have to be in English for me to
yeah.
know what
I
it
could
is.
I could basically send you a link that you could download it for
Yeah,
free. Yeah,
perfect. Yeah,
yeah.
I love
Let's
that.
do that. Yeah,
Okay.
Nice.
cool.
Yeah, because I work in vibration, so the voice
Mm.
is just the carrier for me. And so it doesn't matter what language it's in. I'll pick up whatever's
Yeah,
encoded
because
into it.
it's I do also like a lot of quantum healing and things like that. So it's all energetic. There's no So, sometimes I play things in loops in the background, even without any sound, and I know that energetically it's gonna resonate and it's gonna, do the work. So,
Right.
yeah, I posted on Goosify, like, because I created this crystal elixir a couple of days ago. Like, it just happened, and I was with the full moon. I thought, oh, let's do it, because it was so crazy, all these alignments and things.
Right.
And I came up with this, and I said, well, whoever wants to receive the codes from that, just say yes, and I'll connect to you and I'll send it to you. So,
No,
so
that's beautiful. Yeah, I mean that's what I do because like I do like I have a Rife machine and I made a grid and to broadcast it, and then I take a satellite grid and I put it under the Rife machine so that it sends it to the big grid and then sends it out. So I
cool.
mean all kinds of stuff, and then I do all kinds of frequency encoding inside of the music, and I've got
Amazing.
thousands of tracks.
And I've been working with water consciousness, and I do transmission now. Transmissions of like all the knowledge I have with the water, because it's just, I mean, water is basically unity. This is what unity is water, because everything is water. It's, even the air we breathe, there was water. So it's like the connection
Yeah.
link. I've been for the past 4 or 5 years, I've been basically activating all the water from the river. 'Cause we were living in the Pyrenees before, and we were like in hot springs and rivers and lakes, and
Wow.
and then we were like in Nice for 3 years. So I was working a lot with the Mediterranean Sea, and so I was activating the new grid for the new Earth, on doing all that with that, and it was, and I know that there's been results, and I can see the results, and I know I'm not the only one working towards this, obviously,
Right.
but we're getting there. We're definitely getting there, and so yeah, that's great to meet you guys. Like, it's really good to
Of
meet you.
course.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you always have to believe that what you're doing is making an impact, whether or not you can see it or feel it or know it.
Yeah.
Like it's always
Right.
an impact, and so you just have to believe, because I mean, I wrote stuff, I don't know, 200 and some meditation tracks, like, in 2019,
Yeah.
and but I didn't see a result directly from it. But
Mm.
like later on, you see the result of it because you know that you're putting into, like, you could say, the great soup pot of the earth,
Yeah.
and so you're creating the frequencies that are creating the things that you'll see years later, but you never know, like, what part you really played in it. It's like you just have to do
Well,
whatever
you
is
just
kind of
know
like.
that you're part of it, and as
Yes,
long as it's part of a collective consciousness, I suppose. So yeah,
exactly. Collective consciousness, and so you just kind of know that you're just kind of going on that path, but you don't really, you don't always know, like, what's going on. It's like you're just heading down that path, and it's whatever resources you get, that's what you use, and you
yeah,
just use it how the best you can, and you're always growing it because, like, that's the path of the universe, is to guide you.
yeah,
It's like I saw this really good picture, and it said you don't have to know um where you're going. You just have to trust that you're going where you belong. So
yeah,
even though the moment might just be completely uncertain, it doesn't
yeah.
matter, but you're headed wherever you need to be. And so it's.
Absolutely, I
Yeah.
believe that because it was really funny when we left France and we came to the UK. And I mean, I lived in places like Glastonbury and Rennes-le-Château, and all these very powerful vortexes. And when we came back to the UK, basically, I took my son like to Glastonbury a few times. We went and celebrated a few lunar Sabbath and Beltane and things like that. And then we went in Stonehenge for the spring equinox because they open Stonehenge, like in the morning on
Wow.
equinoxes and on solstices. So, and they have like ceremonies there, like, and then I took him all the way to Tintagel, like, so we were like on the ley lines going back and forth and activating things. And I had no, it was just pure guidance. It was just like everything was just falling into place. And we were just like going to these places. It was really purely magical. After a while, I realized I was like, oh my God, we're not just coming back to the UK. We're actually on a pilgrimage.
Right.
Yeah, it was amazing. So
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
yeah, so I started like doing a lot of vlogging and like lots of little videos about frequencies, the 144,000, about giants, about all kind of stuff like that, because obviously I'm working that field of consciousness, and so I love to do
Hmm.
film, video, and stuff. So yeah, it's been really good. Yeah.
Well, you've
Well,
had quite an adventure.
yeah, we've had like, yeah, it's been amazing. So yeah, I've been doing a lot of photography work and posting, like sort of, it's like storytelling.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was on the Facebook, and every day I post about what we do or the place we see. Or my son is homeschooled as well, so it's all very, very, yeah. And that came the idea of like that community of called Sophia Emergence, for like from collapse to emergence, going
Mhm.
through, yeah.
No, that's very
So,
cool.
and I've been on school for just like 3 weeks, I think. Not 3 weeks, or nearly a month now. Yeah. Oops, just bear with me.
Sure.
Yeah. So this is cool. I mean, this is for me. This is like totally like new experience to just connect like this live, and it's just a great
Yeah,
platform. How long have you been on this platform, on school?
November.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
think I joined school in I think a few years, maybe a few years ago. But
Okay.
I started off in a different community. Um, like the first community I ever joined was a voice. singing related community, but I had branched off in search of similar singing communities or music related ones, and I had come across this one, and I was just like, maybe I should give it a shot. And ever since I've been here, like the love I've received, the camaraderie, the appreciation for just not just my piano pieces, but even the songs I've sang, the ones I've arranged, the ones I've created, just my musicality as a whole, like it's been it's been far more appreciated than I thought it would ever be, because just in general, like I'm unashamed to say this, but I'm the most overlooked and the most underrated of all on the face of the planet. Amongst, I'm at least amongst that set of type of people, but the amount of appreciation that I've received here, specifically in this community, like I feel less underrated here than I do anywhere else.
Yeah, I get that feeling as well. You know, I've only joined school about a month ago. I think this is today. It's probably been a month, and I first came across Goosify, and I went on there, and this is how I found Rosita, and I was like, wow, this is just, you know, beyond any of my expectations in terms of dynamic and super positivity. And you know, this is really what we're lacking on any other social media platform. So I was like,
Exactly.
wow, this is a very good surprise, you know, how everyone is really like respectful and, like you said, appreciative, you know, and
Yep.
and respectful of everyone's space in terms of what they bring. And you know, I think this is very important because, you know, it's this is how we take our place in the world, isn't it?
Yeah.
Exactly.
And that cat wants to be here. He wants to be part of it.
Of course. Yeah.
Hey, Potter.
You know what? We have room for cats. I even showed my family's dog on here on one call that we had.
Come here.
So yeah, feel free to be one with us,
Yeah.
little guy.
You did you say you were in Oklahoma?
I did.
Okay.
The city of Tulsa.
Okay.
I initially lived in Georgia for a while, and I must say I miss it. Um, but yeah, I moved. I've been here what, 2 maybe 3 years now. Um, so that's been good, and I've surprisingly found myself a lot of musical inspiration even here, just living just living out here in Tulsa. Um, Not so much from the surroundings that Tulsa provides, but just, just sitting in my room, just, just thinking about um, things and going into improvisational flow states just every now and again, or like just taking the time to like work on my voice, work on my vocals, work on my musicality in ways that not so much to be better than the next musician out there, but just to be better than myself and to just improve upon like techniques I've been either learning from others or teaching myself or just developing over time in like collaborative spaces where like I'll be collaborating or singing along with other people. Like I've done duets, I've done long note challenges, things of that nature, and just taking taking the time to get on my keyboard more. Like since 2026 has started, I've actually been developing more keyboard pieces. I
No.
mean, I did it a lot. I did it a lot a few years ago when I lived in Georgia as well, but it's mainly um, a lot of those pieces are either improving on pieces I already made or branching off of those pieces that are already polished enough to springboarding into something that's new or uncharted, if you will.
Yeah, that's great. I'm missing
Yeah.
like playing as well. All my instruments are in France right now, and I'm thinking like once I have a home, I really want to get a piano. Like I see like on these, like Gumtree or places where you can sell or buy stuff secondhand. A lot of the
Hmm.
time they actually give pianos. Like, so I'm just thinking, oh wow, I'm just once I'm settling again, I'm hoping to get a piano and get really back to my music because I've had my son, and since that I haven't been really focusing on any of that. I've been
Yeah.
releasing a track here and there, but it's been very sporadic and yeah, I'm really hoping to actually find also, like this musician was talking to me about this AI app that you
Hmm.
that you can use to help you write music, and I'm quite curious to try that.
I just use Suno.
Yeah, that's it, Suno. Have you tried it?
I wrote 1,000 songs on it, a little over 1,000.
Cool. So it's
Yeah.
success, yeah.
Yeah, but if you write over about 10 or 20, change your workspace, or otherwise it just gets real slow. So it took me a while to figure out there's a workspace, and then I had to move all the songs into different like workspaces or like albums.
Mhm.
And so every time I changed my intention about what I wanted to channel into the music, then I'd write a new workspace, and then I'd make a bunch more tracks.
Okay.
Right.
And yeah, I'm just about to release a very old EP that I recorded in the forest in Paris in 2000.
Oh yeah.
And
Oh wow.
it's just vocals and my friend plays guitar and it's great. It's like you can hear the birds awakening. It's very ephemeral
Right.
because it was all improvised. And I'm just wondering whether I am like getting like Logic Pro now, because I heard that you can also with Logic Pro now you can put like a song and it's gonna put like the stem of the song and it's gonna separate all the instruments.
Yeah, I mean you could do that.
Yeah. So I'm thinking it might be interesting to explore that, but I'm a bit concerned about Logic Pro, like the difficulty and the technicity, because I mean I produced music in the past, but um I don't know if it's gonna be complicated to
Well,
use as an
Logic
interface
Logic is
or
like an old studio. So the way you used to write on an old studio, like that's what Logic emulates. So it's, you have tracks, and then they're either MIDI tracks or audio tracks, and then you're summing those into, like a bus, and then you're mixing the buses down into your master. So I mean
yeah.
it's and then but you have really good fine editing controls, over that, and
Hmm.
you can add effects and things like that. I mean, I've used
Right.
Logic since 2007.
Okay.
So I mean, Logic is pretty easy program. Once you get the
Oh, it
workflow
is.
of it.
Okay. Because
Yeah,
I mean
it's
I've been recording with Garage and things like that,
oh,
or
well, Logic is
Yeah.
just GarageBand's just more features.
yes, of course. Like I would, I know this is probably the best thing you can get for Mac, or I suppose.
Well, you either use like Ableton or you use Logic, depending on what kind of music you want to write. So if you want to,
Ableton.
Yeah, Ableton Live is also good.
Okay.
It just sort of
Yeah.
depends. Like if I want a track that's 45 minutes and I don't know, let's say I just take a keyboard that I have and I just want to hold down a key, or chord, and I just want that chord to play and I just want it, and it's going to evolve. That chord's going to evolve and I
Mm.
want the whole 45 minutes of it, then I do it in Logic because Logic works better with like long things, right?
Yeah.
But if I just wanted a whole pile of loops, like let's say I've got, a loop of some birds and a loop of some water and a loop of this little query over here, and then I just want this chord, but I don't need much of the chord, like maybe just like a minute of it. But I want to make it a 45-minute track. Like then Ableton's good because it works better with loops. So when you
Okay.
have a lot of loops, then it's better because Logic, if you try to sit there and copy and paste, then you've got to sit there and fade in and out, your loop properly. Or otherwise you'll just get all these clicks and it doesn't sound right.
How do you call it?
Yeah.
How do you spell it? Ableton.
Yeah, Ableton. There's like a free version that's like,
Ableton Live Light or 12.
well, you
Is
could
that
try
it?
Live Light and just, if you like it,
Yeah.
and you enjoy it, then you can go to, like 12 if you want.
And can
But
you mix? Can you and Suno, like how can you
well,
mix Suno with Logic or
yeah, because in Suno you can have a creator workspace, and the creator
Mhm.
workspace will give you the stems of the individual track or the MIDI that was used to create the track. So
Yeah,
you can
and then you
export the
just mix.
MIDI
Yeah.
or you can export the thing. So like sometimes like I don't know, it'll create vocals, but I don't like the vocals that it creates because I don't want words. I just want it to do like
Yeah, yeah.
like
Oh,
that.
yeah.
And it won't do that for me most of the time. It does something I don't want, which is like try to take the text and turn it into lyrics, and I don't want it to
All
turn the
right.
text.
Yeah.
So I tell it to do just like vocal channeling and it won't quite do it. So then I'll go into the creator and then I can mute the vocal track and I just get rid of it. So then I
I
pull out the
see.
track and then I could take that and put it into Logic or Ableton and
Right.
I could
This
go
is
get
Right.
amazing.
somebody. Yeah, and
This
I could
is
get somebody
amazing.
else to go and sub in. That's like with well, you weren't here, but Rosita was talking about that earlier, that's what someone else was doing. They were taking and getting the bass music created in Suno, and
Mm.
then they take the vocal that Suno made, pull it out, and then this girl put her vocal,
Yeah.
and overdubbed it over top of it. So Suno created the music because it
Yeah.
does all the mixing, it picks all the instruments,
Amazing.
it does all
Right.
the channels. I mean, you don't I don't know. I mean, I've
I
literally
gotta get around this because I mean, like it's just like so many years I haven't been able to be part of who I was in the past, and it's like I really miss it. So, and I see everything's evolved, and I've done a lot of my music was done on my own. Um, so I feel like now with all these tools, we can really do something amazing.
well, I mean, I could just get on a Zoom with you,
Yeah.
and do screen sharing on the
Yeah.
because then you can screen share across the desktop, and I could pull up Suno for you, and I could show you what it'll do, and that
Okay.
way you'll
Yeah.
just because really it's just you gotta craft a prompt, and you
Yeah.
gotta but see, you already
Yeah.
know how to do the prompt because if you could encode, the crystal and give a crystal encoding and do
No, I
water
don't know that.
transmission.
I don't know that.
Well, no, but you did the water transmission, right?
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, yeah. If you can do a water transmission, you can create a prompt.
Okay, yeah.
It's the same thing. All you're doing is you're just listening to the field and then putting in whatever it tells you.
Yeah. Yeah, that person has I
Ah.
mean, I know how to prompt with AI and things like that, so
Yeah,
I suppose it's yeah, you could give it
so you
like
just prompt the same
yeah,
way, you put it in Suno, and then it'll spit you out a track.
very cool.
And then you can now what you could do is like say like because the tracks in Suno only be like 6 minutes long.
Yeah,
But
wait
and
to try it, but it's like I never kind of find the time, like the space for it. Like,
you gotta set up a
and
you just gotta
yeah,
set up the time and just
yeah,
I mean we could go over it for like probably like 30 minutes and you'd like know what to do. We could
yeah.
just jump on
Well,
a Zoom or something.
let's do that. Well, first of all, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna follow you, and so it's easier, you know. And
Yeah.
then, and I mean, I don't. If you're free this weekend, you know, like right now it's 8 o'clock. I have actually played a couple of hours of Minecraft with my son. I we've
Nice.
set up a 3-day challenge Minecrafting together. So
That's very cool. It's very,
yeah,
very
it's
cool.
he's been asking for so long,
Interesting.
you know, and I got my mouse back so I could play with him. And he's on holiday till Sunday evening, and I'm just like, let's do it. And it made him so happy, you know.
Oh yeah. No, that's awesome.
So we've got 2 more days of that, but then yeah, let's if we can do that over the weekend, Sam, I would be really like, you know, over
Yeah,
the
we could
moon.
do it anytime,
Okay,
really. It doesn't matter.
that would be
Oh,
a real push, because this is the thing. It's like when you're on your own, it's not very easy to find, like, you know, to get like, okay, you gotta get there, you gotta do it. You know? Yeah,
yeah, yeah, you gotta you gotta find, I don't know, people to partner with for sure.
yeah,
'Cause
exactly.
True.
otherwise it's hard to do it. Okay, I
Cool.
found you. I found you. Because you're using the same picture on Facebook.
Yeah, yes, I have been. Yeah, I've just got that
Yeah.
picture and I thought, oh, is this a cool picture?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
How
Honestly,
to
I haven't changed my profile picture in years.
so actually, you know, this is the first time I'm on the like this on the live, so I don't even know how you can share the screen. You can put reactions. Is that a
uh,
chat? Yeah, there is a chat. Okay, cool. There's a
well,
chat.
I forget
and
how to follow people. Um,
and how do I Oh, okay, I've got to go on the other page. Okay. This is so well done, this platform. This is amazing.
it is. It's good.
Well, there's still some things that they need to like work on and or incorporate for like the Android/iOS side of school, but overall a good platform. I agree.
But, you know, I feel like it's pretty much the same with everything that we have access to these days in terms of technology. I think we're like
Right,
everything is kind of working, but not really working because we're transitioning. But I think, you
right.
know,
And there's
in 10
always
years,
room for
in 10 years, everything
right,
will be rolling. Everything is going to be easy. Like right now, a lot of times, some stuff just don't work, and you're like,
right.
kind of
Yeah.
frustrating. But I think, you know, in 10 years from now, we're going to have like a lot of ease with all this AI and technology and so on. So
Yeah, maybe. I mean,
I'm hoping.
anything anything that exists in the current can always be improved upon for future reference or future use. So um, we just got to be careful how much we improve upon it, though, because in in the technology world, there's this saying. There's this term we say it's Maya, MAYA, most advanced yet acceptable. So we don't want to do too much that's going to put the
Oh,
put the interfaces and the usage overall out of reach or out of the league of the people that are like maybe new to it or trying to get their way around it or have used it for a long time, but there's so many changes that it's like it's unbearable to even use anymore. So
Yeah.
like we want to keep things Maya.
Yeah.
And lately
Yeah.
I've applied that to music too.
Hmm.
That same logic.
you can Sophie, you could send me a link to your track in the
Yeah.
messages.
Yeah, I've just followed you. I found you and I followed you. So,
Yeah.
and Dovihon. How do you
Yes.
pronounce your name? Dovihon.
That's perfect.
Oh yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Dovihon.
I'll,
Right,
I'll
and I'm
accept
gonna
that.
get
I'll accept
going
that.
because I'm actually quite knackered. Like, so yeah, in the UK we say knackered. I'm knackered.
Oh.
So what does that mean? That
It
means
means
just like
I'm tired. I'm
I'm
knackered.
tired.
I'm done. I'm pooped. I'm
Uh,
I'm cream crackered.
cream,
Oh my
yeah,
word.
cream crackered. That's funny. You know this. I go to the gym, right? And there's this lady, and she said, I swear she said we went to the nude bakery, and I was like, the nude bakery, and I'm like, I'm in my mind, and I'm like, I didn't want to say anything, so I'm like, I didn't say anything, and I'm like, what is this, organic or something? Like,
Yeah.
are they using like fresh ingredients? And it turns out, she was trying to say the new bakery, but she kept saying nude bakery,
Nude.
and
That's hilarious.
she kept adding a D to the end of new, and I'm like, that
Yeah.
was like so crazy. I was laughing my head off, but like I wasn't saying anything because I was like,
Yeah,
everybody
you
there
didn't
is like,
dare.
60, 70 plus. So I was like, I should just keep my mouth shut.
Yeah. That's
But
hilarious.
it was funny.
Yeah.
It was good
That's
stuff.
hilarious.
Yeah.
Well, I'm both following you, so it's great. I'm happy. I'm happy to be here. I gotta go because I'm just I just need some rest. But
Sure.
but but yeah I'll chat and we'll see because we're about 6 hours difference as well. So
Yeah, you're let's see where the
I'm
time.
on Greenwich. It's like CET, like
Yo,
Central
yeah.
European Time.
Yeah, you're at 8 o'clock right now, 8:10, because you're in
Yeah.
UTC. Yep. Yep. Or Dublin. Dublin matches it. Yeah,
Yeah.
Dublin
And what time is it over there?
2.
It's 2 in the
Yeah.
afternoon. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's +6. +6 here. We're in Central.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I thought. It was +6. Yeah. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
have a lovely evening and have a lovely day and
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah. Have a great night.
and see y'all soon. Take
Yeah,
care.
I'll
See
send you a message.
ya.
All right,
Cool.
I'm gonna send you the link. Yeah.
Okay, awesome. See you, Sophie.
Cool. All
Okay,
right. Take
bye,
care.
Dylan.
Bye-bye.
See you guys.
Guys. And that's all, folks. Have an amazing day. And bye bye.